I'm Sharon Johnson from Australian Tea Masters, and I am here with Udina from Kaley Tea. And Udina, would you please just introduce yourself?
Yeah, hi, I'm Udina. I sort of co-founded Kaley Tea along with my wife. We started this journey about 7 years ago, and been at it since then, step by step, moving forward.
And how big is the farm here?
We're about 22 hectares.
Yeah.
We are part forest, part rainforest, and part cultivation.
Yep. And how much we've been looking at some amazing artesian teas. We've just cupped them actually, and obviously we're going to tell everyone that you won a lot of awards about your teas. But what else is unique about what you're doing in this whole environment?
The first thing that's unique is this location, the microclimate, and obviously it had an impact on the terroir. So we are surrounded by forests, and we face Sinharaja, Sri Lanka's largest rainforest, and a UNESCO Heritage site. The second uniqueness that is connected to that is that we are actually bringing the forest into the cultivation. So majority, traditionally, you clear forest to cultivate tea and coffee and other products. We're going the exact opposite way. We're bringing the forest inside, very scientifically based on agroforestry concepts. We map each field, look at the gaps, and bring forest trees, fruit trees. In fact, in our shaded areas, we're planting coffee along with tea, spices. We've got pepper, we've got cinnamon, and lots of sort of multiple crops alongside each other.
Yeah, and you're doing some really unique methods with your artesian teas. So you've worked a little bit with Japanese style of production. Today I tasted an amazing style of Lapsang Souchong, which was unique in the fact that you used cinnamon leaf with that, to smoke it. So it had a very, very, very different flavour. One of the things, Udina, you're the last farmer, actually tea farmer, that I've come to meet on our little trip around, our treacherous trip around Sri Lanka. But one of the things that is important is how can we change the way tea is? I mean, Sri Lanka is mainly bulk black tea producing. How can we get people outside in the world to actually appreciate that there is such an art in good quality tea? Because it's very concerning. I mean, this morning I wake up, I'm staying in a nice hotel today for a change. Because we've had a very big trip around Sri Lanka. And the first thing that I see on the table is a cheap tea bag. How can we get people to appreciate the work that these girls are doing, the styles of tea that all these small farmers are producing? How can we get people to change the way they drink tea?
See, with any movement of any scale, you start with one person. There's a saying that a movement starts when one person moves.
Yeah.
So for us, the way we see it, it starts with a single cup. You get one person convinced, and that person will tell another person, and will tell another person, because that's the sure method, definitive method that a movement will actually take place and have impact. So the way we've started is, we started from our own home. My wife, I always say the story, my wife was a coffee drinker, primarily never drank tea. Today, it's a single cup of coffee in the morning, and the rest of it is tea. And look at tea for mood. So a strong afternoon cup of black tea, a green tea thereafter, a white tea towards the end of the day. In fact, we pair tea with food. So if you're having a good spicy meal for lunch, we'll have a lapsang or a spice tea that goes with it. So it's convincing every individual that there is something beyond the tea bag.
Yeah.
Now, we've been honored in a way that the Jetwing group of hotels have taken our artisan teas, and they're creating menus with it. They're creating all sorts of offerings to their guests. So when one premium hotel chain in this country starts, then that starts the movement. So my belief, simple answer to your question is start with a single cup.
Yeah. I think so, and education. And that's part of why we've done what we've done in the last week, and is bringing these farmers outside to the world. And we hope by what we've been filming here and the documentary that people, our mini series, that people will actually appreciate the work that's been done behind the scenes in Sri Lanka, because you're typically a black tea producing country. And you're even getting masters from the outside that have worked 45 years in that industry coming now and creating, brand new products for the market. And we've met some fantastic farmers, so we're really honoured to be here. And thank you very much for showing us. And the transparency in this industry with your small artisan farmers has been amazing. Everyone has not been afraid to show us exactly how something is produced, and that's really important. So thank you very much, Adina.
Thank you very much for coming over. Thank you very much for supporting us, and thank you very much for taking our story outside to the world. In closing, I think that's unique in this group of Ceylon artisan tea makers is the level of sharing that I could walk into some of our other partner artisans as if it's my own factory, as it's my own place. And the workers, the pluckers, they know me as well as they know their own members. Mm-hmm. And that's unique in, I think, any industry in any part of the world.
Yes, very
it's
true.
A very, very rare position to be in.
Yeah, I think so.
I think that's what really helps us to improve and get better and better and want to do something very special.
Yeah. Well, thank you very much.
Thank you.